Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to lesson 5.1, the beginning of chapter 5, where we will take a look at percents. And this blends nicely in with our last chapter because percents is a ratio or rate that compares a number to 100. And in this lesson, you'll learn how to model those percents. So this is very similar to any base 10, for example, because we're dealing with 100. So a little fun fact is percent means per 100, and the symbol for that percent is right here, and we should get started. Alright, so for number 1, if you don't have a grid paper, just try to make it relative to size as possible. If you do, you should make a 10 by 10 grid so that way you have 100 squares inside. So that 100 squares represents the 100 that we're comparing it to. So for this lesson, we are simply going to use the model to write the ratio and then translate that ratio into a percent. So I know that there's 100 squares inside of this model, and there are 3 rows, so that's 30, and then 5 in the last, 3 columns, and then 5 in the last column that's shaded in. So that's a total of 35 shaded squares out of 100, which is equivalent to 35%. Alright, our next example. Again, we have another shaded in 100 grid. So there's 1 column and then 8 squares in the next one. So that is 18 total shaded in out of the 100, which is 18%. Alright, and for this last example, I have given the ratio 76 out of 100 is equivalent to 76%. So I'm going to shade in 7 full columns and 6 in the last one. Oopsies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that's all we're looking at in this lesson is modeling these percents. So this works nicely when having this grid paper and our 10 by 10 grid to model out of 100. Here are your practice problems. For numbers 1 and 2, please use a model to first write the rate out of 100 and then the percentage that matches that. Alright, enjoy the rest of your day.